The story begins in silence. Jerusalem is restless in the days following the crucifixion of Jesus. The crowds have thinned, the shouting has stopped, but one sound still echoes in Peter's memory: the rooster's cry. He moves through the city like a man carrying invisible weight. This is not the bold fisherman who once leapt from boats or spoke without thinking. This is a man who failed when it mattered most, a man who ran, a man who wept. The resurrection brought forgiveness, overwhelming, undeserved, restoring forgiveness. But forgiveness did not erase memory. Peter still remembers the firelight on his face. He still remembers the fear tightening his chest. Grace covered his failure, yet the scar remained. So he returns to what he knows. The Sea of Galilee welcomes him with its steady rhythm. Nets slide through his hands. Water laps against wood. The world feels ordinary again, safe. But something inside him has changed. The fisherman cannot unknow what he has seen. When Pentecost comes, Peter stands before thousands in Jerusalem. The same man who once trembled before a servant girl now stands firm before a city, not because he is fearless, but because he has already faced his worst failure and survived it. His strength is no longer in his confidence, it is in his surrender. The church begins to grow. Peter walks dusty roads, entered crowded homes, kneels beside the sick, lifts the forgotten. His hands, once shaking in denial, now steady others. He does not lead like a conqueror. He leads like a man who remembers what it is to fall. Persecution rises. Arrests follow. Chains close around his wrists. Yet inside prison walls, Peter sleeps. The storm that once raged within him has quieted. Fear no longer commands him. He has lost his pride, his illusions of greatness, and in losing them, he has found peace. Years pass. His beard turns gray, his steps slow. The message spreads beyond Jerusalem, beyond Judea, reaching even the heart of Rome. There, the empire that worships power confronts a fisherman transformed by weakness. Arrested again, facing death, Peter does not resist. He has already died to the man he used to be, the man who swore loyalty and then denied it. Tradition says he is sentenced to crucifixion. In humility, he chooses to be crucified upside down, believing himself unworthy to die as his Lord did. The fisherman who once sank in the waves now stands unshaken before an empire. Peter was never flawless. He was impulsive, afraid, human. But after the rooster crowed, he did not remain broken. He returned. He surrendered. He endured. And in the end, the man who failed became the rock. Not because he never fell, but because he learned how to rise again.